Hey guys, welcome to the Real Deal video blog. So this week I want to talk about having fun in recovery. Having fun is something that people don't really think about in their day-to-day lives. It just kind of happens. Most people in general, they have something that they have to do like work or school, and then they have things that they like to do for fun. Of course, some lucky people love what they do and they even have fun at work, but that's not what we're talking about here. What you do for fun isn't usually something you really worry about. You just do it. But that's not really true when it comes to addiction and recovery. Chances are, if you've been through addiction, drugs and alcohol is what you did for fun, probably for years. But the thing about it is that fun doesn't last. If it did, no one would ever want to get sober, but usually by the end, things aren't looking so fun. People really aren't having very much fun at all anymore. Usually when people finally throw in the towel and seek out recovery, they haven't been having fun for a while. It's been a pretty miserable experience for them. Addiction usually is towards the end. So when these people finally get sober, they go to meetings, they go to a treatment center or whatever. There are many different valid paths to recovery. They find themselves in a strange situation. They just don't know what to do to have a good time. For most adults, going out drinking is kind of the go-to activity, but that's not really an option in recovery. So what do you do when that option is off the table? That's when it's time to learn to have fun in recovery. It's really easy to do all those things that you have to do, going to work, going to school, going to meetings, but what about those things that are fun? And it's a learned thing. You'll notice that I've said the word learn a couple times now, and I'm saying it on purpose because people come into recovery and they simply don't know what to do with themselves. Any hobbies they might have had long ago have probably gone down the drain, washed away by alcohol or whatever substance they were using. And, obviously just going back out and hanging out with their old using buddies isn't really an option. It is an option that some people try, and it usually does not turn out very well, as you can guess. So, what do these people do? Well, this is why things like sober living and support groups are such a good, helpful resource. It may seem really scary to think that you're sober and you have to come up with this totally new way to live your life and enjoy yourself, and if you don't figure it out, you're totally screwed. But the good news is that there are millions of people, literally millions of people out there doing the same thing. Living in a treatment center or a sober living facility gives you an instant group of people who are in the same boat. They're right there with you trying to figure out what to do for fun in recovery. And when it comes to going to meetings, same deal. These are people who want to make a sober social support group and want to have fun together. In fact, many different meetings offer fellowship opportunities where everyone is looking for the same thing, to get out a little bit and have some fun in the context of recovery. So that part is easy. Stick with the people who want you to stay sober and who want to stay sober themselves, and you'll figure out together. But some part of this process eventually at some point will be on you. You've got to learn to amuse yourself, even when there's just no one around to hang out with. It wouldn't be a very stable recovery if you found yourself alone one night and you just couldn't bear it and you went out and got high. It's an absolutely crucial skill to be able to sit with yourself and be happy and have fun. It's a skill that most people are lacking in addiction. It's easy to build this skill by finding a hobby, say, and the possibilities for hobbies are pretty much endless. It may seem like this really scary thought to try and amuse yourself when you have no idea what to do, but there's pretty much an unlimited number of things that you can explore if you're just willing to put the effort into doing that. So at the end of the day, it's your choice. Will you decide to put in the work needed to have fun?